Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Gamer's Grotto. Today we're going to be playing some more of LA Noire. This is the PlayStation 4 version. We're going to be playing it on the PlayStation 5. So we got the final 3 cases now of the Arson desk, a polite invitation, Nicholson electroplating, and a different kind of war. So we're going to be playing those today. We're going to be finishing up. This will be the final playthrough of LA Noire. So let's hop right back into this with more of LA Noire.
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs? Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. It might be the only R&R I get for some time.
That's about as good a patch job as we can do right now, Mr. Kelso. You're good to go.
The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar territory.
Hey, I'm not gonna be able to be in your stream till Sunday or late Saturday. I'm going camping, just dropping support.
Oh, no worries, Novus. You have a wonderful day and enjoy your weekend. Have fun camping.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis. I'll give you that. You try to get me killed, and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up, or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around. To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I knew you were
Jack,
in bed
you've
with
made
the
a
Legion,
terrible
Curtis.
mistake.
Now I know
Get
why.
out while you can.
How old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed, you're leaving.
She will only come back.
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
What is it with you people? How can you live any better? You already have houses, cars, yachts.
Greed and avarice are very powerful forces for change, Jack. Combine that with the city's desire for progress, and it's a very heady cocktail. You need to be a very special man to be able to resist that.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
You smug son of a bitch. You're lying again. It's an insurance scam, pure and simple.
And how do you prove that, Jack? My assessors wrote the policies on the houses. I only approve the reports, Jack. I'm the rubber stamp. This doesn't come back to me.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Watch it!
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where my office is. Why would you give me directions? That's kind of strange. Oh, you're going to your office? Here, let me give you the directions. Just in case you don't know.
He's only a writer. He can't really help.
And yes, I realize this isn't my office. I just wanted to see if there was anything in Curtis's office that was worth taking a look at. But obviously not. So... Nope. Oh, wait. I think my office is downstairs, actually. There it is. No! God damn it. There we go.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see? 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempted one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Hello there.
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks. I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here. Courtney, for God's sake, what's he got to do with this? I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me. I believe that is in the Wilshire area, here.
"34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west." The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. The registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
$1,876,988 divided by
90,000, yes.
$1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
$1,876,988 divided by
90,000, yes.
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day? Let's see what the site is worth to them. $1,876,988. The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Keep on going, Jack.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
Christ. Just missed. I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack. You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear,
I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy. Who's asking?
Leyland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Control your car. What's your problem? Bad driving. Must be his blind spot.
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
What up, man?
Hey there, how are you today? I'm just shooting up a mansion.
Left a slug in this one over here.
I see.
Somebody put the fire on that guy! That's a kill! They're in open ground, Jack. Chew them up! Somebody put some fire on that guy!
Throw out the guns!
Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you.
How long do you think you can hold out? All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
There he is!
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women. Monroe! Where are you, damn it?
Okay, did he drop the rifle at some point? Hang on. Where'd the rifle go? I want the rifle. Huh. Okay. Oh well. I'm sure I'll find another. Oh, there's one right there. Duh.
Weapons on the ground, now!
Huh? There's nobody... Who are you saying that to? There's nobody here. Oh, wait. I hear a gun reloading. Oh, there we go.
Catch this, asshole!
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead!
Your move, mister! Come and get me! Hey, look who's bleeding!
That's it. Out of ammo.
My God, what was that guy? RoboCop? Holy shit! The amount of 2 fucking shotgun bullets and like a ton of handgun bullets. Like, come on. Built like a fucking Terminator. All right. I think we need to go no, this way.
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard. What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down. Please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
It's so funny. Poor Peter Blomquist always gets stuck with playing like such horrible people. First Micah in Red Dead Redemption 2, and then Harlan Fontaine in this. And both characters are just psychotic scumbags who kill people. I swear it's because of his face. His face looks so evil, so everybody assumes, oh, he likes to play evil killers. Intelligence report. Criminal intelligence report on Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine. Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine is implicated in the supply and distribution of narcotics in the greater LA County area. In his capacity as a clinical psychiatrist, he has dispensed large quantities of contraband morphine to drug dealers and users under the pretext of prescribing treatment for his patients. Between July 18th to September 3rd, 1947, 22 suspects arrested for narcotics possession claimed that the drugs were medications given to them to alleviate the symptoms of various psychiatric illnesses. Several showed paperwork to this effect. No pattern was noticed by arresting officers, however, and no further action taken since each charge amounted to no more than a misdemeanor. And the suspects were processed across 4 separate divisions: Central Hollywood, University, and Highland Park. On September 7, 1947, after a lengthy interrogation, suspect Reginald Barkley offered the name of an associate he knew only as Doc Fontaine. See interview transcript 510-090747. Barkley stated that Fontaine was the selling party in a deal he brokered with Willie Baines Foster, yet to be apprehended. Foster is known to LAPD Administrative Vice as a high-ranking courier for Mayor Harris Cohen. On August 29th, again on September 6th, and then again on September 12th, 1947, Dr. Fontaine visited a men's haberdashery on Sunset Boulevard, a haberdashery known to be owned and operated by Mayor Harris Cohen. On all 3 occasions, Dr. Fontaine was inside for more than an hour. 2 days after his final visit, on September 14th, a shipment of morphine with a street value of $4,000 was removed from a house in Brentwood to an East downtown warehouse, whereupon it disappeared. It is the opinion of this officer that Dr. Harlan Fontaine is a significant figure in the supply and distribution of narcotics in Los Angeles, with close ties to organized crime. I recommend that he be kept under close surveillance until such time as a comprehensive legal brief can be assembled. Yours sincerely, Roy Earl, Chief Detective, Administrative Vice Squad, Hollywood 6th Division, LAPD.
Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance. That's a hell of a payroll. I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe. Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the lengths these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, Arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Not Casey. He did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
All right, so we're going to start up on Nicholson electroplating. I just want to point out that John Noble, who plays Leland Monroe, that guy was screaming, "Get me a doctor." He's a really good actor. I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff. But I really liked him the most in Batman Arkham Knight as Scarecrow. He did a great job in that. But yeah, he's been in a lot of things, mostly TV shows and movies, but he's done quite a few video games as well. Anyway, let's continue on with Nicholson electroplating.
Any news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out on him.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
We have looters around the corner. Cut them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Shoot his cops, you little prick! Get that bastard, Cole! Now ain't the time to get a little profit, asshole! The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go.
Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ.
Get delayed somewhere?
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
So this case was initially a DLC case that was never really included in the main game and only came out later on as a paid DLC case in the original LA Noire. It's actually one of the coolest cases, and it's not a bomb, first of all, but it's a really cool case, and it deals. I don't really want to say too much because we're going to be covering it, but I do really like this case. It's one of my favorite cases in the Arson desk.
It's time for us to do our jobs.
Vaporized. Oh, brother.
This is crazy. Looks like a war zone. See what you can scrape together.
Doesn't appear to be connected.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. You think it went okay?
Couple of hiccups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. We'll get better with practice.
That maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber. What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor. You came across as, very resolute. We don't have enough airtime to speak to both of you, kid.
No, I don't think I have time for you right now. Make an appointment with my assistant, detective.
Don't touch the camera. You have any idea how much these things cost, Mac? Stay back.
Sweet heavens. Oh. Looks like all that's left. I can try the launder tag. Maybe if... No. Doesn't look like anything.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
Very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps?
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh, only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Why isn't this working? Because I know this is right. Like, why is it not accepting that? That's very odd. That's because it's supposed to be like it forms a street name, New something. I can't remember what the street name is, but it is. This is definitely right. try it this way again, but that seems off to me. So K is H. Oh shit, I had it right. I'm an idiot. I thought the letters were going to form at the bottom. They're forming at the top. That's why I didn't notice. Okay. I had it right the first time. Fucking moron. Alright, so H equal K, so K, and then H. Okay, so, we got, K, we've already got that, and V, E, R, M, so we just need the J. Oh, it's making me do it in order again. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
I hope this had nothing to do with your seditious pinko friends, Phelps. Get the answers, Detective.
When I first saw the cloud, I thought we were all done for. Let me know if you find any evidence of the Vicks.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it. 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor-intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies. But the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do. You were prepared to take that risk.
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! And God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
Oh, for God's sakes!
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size. It looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
In back.
Welcome back! We're just on the Nicholson electroplating case. This is the one with the bomb.
No, I left my laptop open.
Oh, no worries. This is the one with the bomb that goes off, or the supposed bomb that goes off in the city that you have to investigate.
Okay.
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was, J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir.
He doesn't have any costumers, lol.
No, I know. I think he meant he's busy, meaning that he has to prepare clothes for customers or something. Because they have to steam clean clothes and shit like that.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks.
He did it again. Waited for some seconds before hanging up.
Yeah, I think it's just in the 40s the men would always wait for the women to hang up the phone before they would hang up. I think it's just something that was a thing back then, and they just kept it true in the game, which would make sense.
I know you told me on part 5.
Don't you? Cole, what are you doing?
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Yeah, okay, so that's what I thought. So Oscar, whatever the shit, is Tomoko Akamoto. So it's... He's using different aliases. Which confirms the suspicion that he's a spy.
Somebody turned the place over. Better watch your step.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
Why would you even ask him? He's a fellow cop. He would be an idiot if he didn't know what it was. Do you know what this is? That's like me picking up a police officer's badge and being like, do you know what this is?
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Broad must have amazing eyesight.
I can't believe you just said that. It's not... It uses a microscope, you fucking moron! How are you a cop? How? How are you a cop? Yeah, she's a robot. She's got microscopic vision. Oh boy. Biggs, go jump in a fire. Oh, you're right near one. There we go. Just jump in it, please. You'd be doing me a favor.
You think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel. One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank. Longines Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Could be a class ring.
Biggs, edge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. And probably a team from technical services as well.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247. Messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it.
Siren might make this easier.
This is a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from Military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Afraid so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes, and what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps like Earl.
Follow me.
Good day, miss. Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the spruce scoop.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H4 Hercules to you.
Do you mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
Did Hughes have a contract with Nicholson?
Hey, kid, lose the tone. Hughes has contracts with every plating shop in L.A.
We'd like to discuss these contracts with Mr. Hughes.
This kid's a riot, Biggs. See Howard Hughes? Harry Truman has to make an appointment to see Howard Hughes.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? Can't hurt.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west. 76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. 70. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned. Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Looks like Mapes' office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding. That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does. Let's see what Pinker has first. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time?
Wait, what? What? I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time? Oh. Okay. By the way, I like your car, security officer dude, so we're taking it.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
Who fucking cares? Belongs to that cunt. We're
So
taking
McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. But this would never go all the way up to Hughes. You would have middlemen dealing with stuff like this.
Someone like Mapes?
The word middleman was invented for guys like Mapes. Must be a tough break being separated from your kids, Phelps.
They're fine. They've got their mother and they've got each other.
What about you?
What about me?
What have you got?
A friend of mine is helping me through it.
Son of a bitch! Now that I got you, I may as well ask you.
Ask me what?
The Black Dahlia. Who was it that killed that poor girl?
No official charges have been pressed in the case.
I know that. I'm not looking for the official version.
I made a promise to the department.
These are the guys who sold you down the river. Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
It's been a year. What's he waiting for?
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out, mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Bringing the Watcher a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Guy gave his wife a tat. I said, oh.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy. And Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge. Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round.
Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. 1 drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the petri dish.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
I say we
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury.
Place stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor.
It's so obvious this is a trap. How do you not realize? They've set the place to blow up, and we're just traipsing around in here. Alright. Biggs. Always in the way.
Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man. Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Maybe he's cleaning up.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here! Fuck. There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us. Don't go to sleep on me, get in close. Lay into his wheel well, come on. I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down. Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker.
That was fucking bullshit! Alright, let's try that again. Fucking security guards, man.
Fuck. There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us. I need to be closer, Phelps! Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel well, come on. Security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. You gotta get me closer.
Get out of the car, slowly. Fire a warning round.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at
Cole.
the tires.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Forward! This one's got your name on it!
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
Your move, mister! Come get me!
Thanks.
Lay down some covering fire!
He wants to play cat and mouse? Fine. Let's go and get his ass.
They have to work on their aiming.
Shit, really hurts.
Find some cover!
I'm covering you!
Stay in cover!
Throw down your gun.
Stay down!
Got you now, motherfucker! Time to move up.
Give me some cover!
You're going to have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant He's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
All right, so that was a Nicholson electroplating. Now we're going to go on to the final case for all of L.A. Noire, which is a different kind of war. So let's head right into that right now and finish off with the final playthrough of L.A. Noire.
It's got to be one of these places.
The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
Got a job to do.
I kind of find it funny how he was shot in the arm, and instead of going to get it looked at, he's like literally bleeding all over the place, and you can vaguely see drops of blood still falling from his hand. It's kind of funny.
Help you?
How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be official or unofficial. Depends on how you want to play it.
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
Save the pity for the other guys. They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth. Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep was in on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
There's a time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is the time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon is dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
Welcome to Nuclear. What can I do you for?
I work for the DA. I need to speak with an exterminator, big guy with a cowboy accent.
We have only 3 people work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Thanks for your help.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
Cole, you made it.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room. Spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
Good doctor has been marking this map. Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights, Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
New houses all being built in the path of the freeway?
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
So much for your foresight, Doctor.
Leland, listed below are the properties you wanted accounted for. My associate has visited each and made a thorough survey, and from what he tells me, I gather these families and residents no longer require the assistance provided by our relocation program. Kind regards, Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine.
Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. He and the doctor lost control.
Harlan, this was not our arrangement. Your associate is overstepping his mark. Get him under control, or I will take whatever action is necessary. Status of subject, treatment, and observation ongoing. The subject was born into an Oklahoman sharecrop farming family. Failed harvests during the Dust Bowls of the 1930s led to the family being evicted, and they undertook this journey west to California. The subject's mother and younger brother both died of starvation while on the road. The subject's father found work as a stuntman in low-budget cowboy films. The subject was urged to pursue the same career, but a naturally reserved disposition and physical awkwardness made this difficult. The subject trained as a gas fitter and showed some mechanical aptitude, but was drafted into the Marines at the outbreak of the war. He served as a blank until an incident blank. The subject's father died in November 1945. The subject returned from service to live alone on the property father and son once shared. Nature of disorder. When referred to this physician, the subject was suffering from an acute case of battle fatigue, manifested in sensory flashbacks, disturbed attention, and sleep disturbance. The subject described symptoms such as vision impairment, headache, tachypnea, tachycardia, and excessive sweating. The subject experienced phantom physical sensations when in a wakeful state, and intense nightmares when sleeping. The subject was unable to dissociate memory from reality, frequently regressing to the trauma of blank. During early diagnostic sessions, the subject admitted to feeling a morbid fear of and deep fascination with fire. Conclusions. A determination was made that the subject had entered an advanced state of catatonia, which could not be overcome by physical therapy alone. Treatment history. The subject began a course of drug treatment in conjunction with clinical hypnotherapy sessions. Sessions were initially scheduled once every 2 weeks. Morphine tartrate in doses blank was administered to counteract symptoms of anxiety, while hypnotic induction and verbal suggestion techniques were applied. Treatment was initially ineffective. The subject reported no change in the frequency or severity of flashback episodes and headaches. Additional sessions were scheduled in 2-hour blocks to allow deeper sedation. Morphine tartrate, CC, and doses blank and increased responsiveness. The subject began to experience diminished physical symptoms, but became highly susceptible to suggestion and ideation. As a result, the subject was kept at this physician's clinic more frequently, and in order to prevent him harming himself or others. Additional medication was prescribed, and sessions were scheduled once every 3 to 4 days. Catharsis exercises were undertaken, where the subject blank in a controlled environment and blank. The subject reported conflict between feelings of hopelessness and feelings of serenity brought on by volunteer work undertaken on this physician's behalf. Prognosis. The subject is fighting persistent delusions and paranoid schizoid tendencies, and managing, with the help of drug treatment and therapy, to keep them at bay. However, it is the opinion of this physician that any relaxation of these treatments would be dangerous. The subject could, without continued guidance, slip back into the clutches of his many demons and enter a new, antisocial state of psychotherapy. Signed, Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine, Ph.D.
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses.
Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down? Do you know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them!
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student.
What? Certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. It's no longer necessary. I'll take care of Jack Kelso.
What? Am I missing something else? Because that music is still playing, and I thought I gathered all of my evidence. Oh, wait. It looks like there's something in his hand. No, I already looked at that, though. That's the lighter. Oh, what?
Fontaine was having the houses burned from Monroe.
Oh, I was supposed to... Okay. I think that's it. No? This is strange. What else is there? There is literally no other evidence in this room. Like... check outside again. There's got to be something out here that I'm missing.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
We need to find Elsa. There must be something that links the big guy to the shrink.
This is very strange. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave because. Oh, what? What? Oh, the morphine. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Looks like Fontaine has finally dispensed his last treatment.
But I thought, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Whoa, hello, Glitch. I thought that Fontaine was keeping all of the morphine in a warehouse.
It's not about
That's what it
insurance, it's
said.
about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead, and Roll nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
Guess nobody's home. Most guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme. Quite a flock you got here, kid. The river tunnels. This guy's a tunnel rat. A strange obsession. I know those faces. Jesus Christ, I know every one of them. Oh my God, Ira. You poor backwards son of a bitch. Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there. This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the 1st Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. I'll need help to make it to the river.
That's Kelso's car.
All units, Chief Laurel reports that the suspect is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, extremely dangerous. Suspect vehicle to be disabled immediately. If necessary, use of deadly force is authorized.
All units, suspect vehicle headed west on 5th Street. Repeat, the Chevy Fleetline Navy Blue, westbound on 5th Street.
All units, we have a new suspect vehicle. It is shop number 13516. Repeating, shop 13516 is a second suspect vehicle. Described as a green Hudson Commodore. License 3 Sam 0102. Reported to be aiding suspect Jack Kelso. Use caution to continue pursuit. All units, stand by for further.
All units, suspect vehicle sighted heading northeast toward 3rd Street on the embankment between 3rd and 4th. All units, suspect vehicle is now northbound on Los Angeles, passing 2nd Street. Car 66 Adam, 77 Adam, go to 1st and Alameda. Car 19 William, go to 1st and Vegas. Repeat, 1st and Vegas. Units to handle, identify code 3.
Jesus Christ. How many cops do these guys own?
All units, further to the second suspect vehicle, shop 13516. Chief Laurel has authorized the use of deadly force. Deadly force is authorized in disabling both suspect vehicles.
Who is this guy?
Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing?
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it?
Got it.
Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? And working with Phelps? A handy lad, that Kelso.
Yes, he is, Chief. You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
So, you're the new broom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And you think he'll make it out of there alive?
I think you might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening.
What's your offer?
Throw out the guns!
You're fucking toast!
Christ. Just missed.
That's one hell of a way to die. Can I even get up the ladder with him hanging off it?
You're pretty brave for a dead man.
Running low. Almost out. Need a new weapon.
Somebody tag that son of a bitch! There he is! Blast him!
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we step on it. So he's there, right there. Kill him.
Running low. This is what I'm good at.
There! Somebody tag that son of a
Almost
bitch,
out.
will ya?
Need a new weapon.
There! Light him up!
Running low.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we'll step on it.
Almost out. Need a new weapon. Throw out the guns.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
No, he's there, right there. Kill him.
You want me? You got me.
I'm so confused. There should be a ladder or something here. There should be a way to get down there.
Take that son of a bitch, will you?
How long do you think you can hold out?
Like, what am I missing? Am I supposed to go in that... That's a gate. I can't open that. There's no other way. It's got to be this way. But what the hell am I missing? There's no doors anywhere.
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
No, he's there, right there. Kill him.
What? Like, where are those guys' voices even coming from?
Eyes open.
You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
Soon as he pokes his head out, we step on it.
Oh, shit. I didn't even see that. Alright.
This is what I'm good at.
His head out, we step on it.
The water's rising. You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
Can't you pull it, you son of a bitch?
You want me? You got me.
Do 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 do. Jesus Christ.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
Come on!
Son of a bitch is limping. Hey, look who's bleeding.
Yeah, that flamethrower seemed like a good idea in hindsight, but its reach is fucking terrible, so just stick to the gun I have, I guess.
How long do you think you can hold out? You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
That son of a bitch, will ya?
The water's rising. Keep on going, Jack.
You're fucking toast!
You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice. Are you okay, Princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. Do you remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all here?
I'm here to get her out.
Her. But not me. You haven't come for me.
No, not you. It ends here.
You were with the 6th on Sugarloaf, weren't you?
I was?
And Naha?
Yes, I was.
You're Sergeant Jack Kelso, aren't you? Where's your uniform, Sarge?
At home in my locker, Hogaboom. War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge. I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everybody knows it.
Elsa! Are you all right? Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What? You know this guy? Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you.
No. Don't.
You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians. A hospital.
What is he talking about?
It was war. For God's sake, I can't be held responsible for everything that happened.
I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help him get it back.
The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better life.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Biggs will help. His exit is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now!
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, miss. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve with you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids!
Stop the goddamn screaming!
I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp!
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps! Get your own fucking hands dirty! I'm on morphine!
Put these people out of their pain. Now! That's an order! Everyone out of here now. Double time! You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid station. Weapons team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes. Everything that happened in here stays in here. Do you hear me? I don't want to ever hear another word about it.
Killed that man!
He was doing him a favor, Elsa.
Cole, up here! I'll get this grader hurt! The water's rising!
You're first!
Hand her up!
Get out of here! You're not I'm not arguing. You're wounded, Jack. Let me help.
What are you waiting for?
Jump, Cole! Jump for it!
We're gathered here to honor Detective Cole Phelps. Cole Phelps was the best kind of man.
Hear, hear.
A war hero who led his men with true valor. And through his personal bravery achieved one of his country's highest honors. A cop wrongly accused who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
Fine! You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Get out of my way, Jack. You call yourself his friend.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine and the rapacious property tycoon Leyland Monroe.
Go to her. Will you, Herschel?
A reformer who
You were never his
recognized
friend,
the need
Jack.
to remove the odd bad apple from a
you're
department
right.
made up of good men.
Herschel?
A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who
I was
continued
never
to
his
fight
enemy.
the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his own life. A good husband. A good father. And may I say, a good friend.
All right, so that's the end of L.A. Noire. So that's our entire playthrough done. That ending I always hated because at the end of the day, nothing ever got resolved. All those corrupt cops still stayed those corrupt cops. And they were just like, oh, well, he was wrongfully accused, he was innocent, blah, 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 may he rest in peace. Come on, none of you ever actually cared about him. You were the reason he was demoted and tossed around like crazy. So, and to have, I think to have the vice partner, Roy Earl, do the eulogy at Cole Phelps' funeral was just a big slap to the face. It's like, what? That Roy Earl hated Cole Phelps, so why would he be giving him his eulogy? It's stupid. Now, at the end of the day, the reason for this was they didn't want to do a sequel to L.A. Noire. It was supposed to be a one-off, and as such, that's why they killed off Cole Phelps at the ending of the game. Because it cost them too much money, and they didn't. I don't think they wanted to do a sequel. And at the end of the day, it didn't even make back all the money that they spent on it. So Yeah, it's a once-in-a-lifetime game, and unfortunately we'll probably never see anything like it again. So anyway, thank you to everybody who tuned in today, and everybody watching after the fact. It's always greatly appreciated. If you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. I cover PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and VR games. If any of that interests you, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you to Novus for being here earlier today, and Melon Slayer for tuning in as well. Anyway, if you missed any of the previous live streams of L.A. Noire, simply go over to my playlist section. On my YouTube channel, you'll find all of the previous playthroughs of L.A. Noire in there under the category of L.A. Noire in the playlist section. You'll also find a joint collaboration section. This is where I've worked with other YouTubers. You can find their videos in that section. If you like what you see in those videos, consider liking and subscribing to those YouTubers as well. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a couple of hours' time, and we're going to do some more of The Last of Us Remastered. Might do another game as well in there, but I haven't really decided. But definitely The Last of Us Remastered. So, once again, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys all tuning in to the playthrough of L.A. Noire. This marks the end of my L.A. Noire playthrough as we've completed the game in its entirety, and looking forward to streaming much more content. So take care, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon at the Gamer's Grotto. Have a wonderful day again, and thank you very much.